In the grand theater of the cosmos, where countless civilizations rise and fall like the tides of an endless ocean, there exists a universal constant, a bedrock principle that transcends galactic boundaries and echoes through the millennia, a principle so profound that every galactic empire, from the humblest to the most exalted, is bound to follow or face the dire consequences of its violation. It is a rule that has shaped the course of galaxies, influencing the very trajectory of their evolution. And what is this immutable law, you might ask? And I will tell you, it is: never anger the humans. Why do you ask? Because once you do, they will find a way to murder you in your sleep with a smile on your face. You would think a civilization that can build starships and conquer entire galaxies would be beyond such quaint human concerns as fear of death. But you would be wrong. So let me share with you a tale that transcends time and space. A story of a mighty galactic empire whose hubris was its undoing. Imagine, if you will, a galaxy teeming with life, a kaleidoscope of civilizations, each with their unique cultures and technologies. Among them, the Signari, a reptilian race renowned for their stoic nature and formidable military might. They dominated the core systems of the galaxy, their power undisputed, their influence unmatched. But they were not content with mere dominance. Oh no, the Signari yearned for something more, something greater, to forge an empire that would stretch across the stars, to bend the galaxy to their will. And so they embarked on a campaign of conquest, subjugating worlds and reaping their resources, crushing rebellions and spreading their dominion far and wide. Yet, amidst this grand design, there was one species that proved to be a thorn in the side of the Signarian Empire: the humans. These tiny bipeds, so fragile and seemingly insignificant, dared to resist the Signarian yoke. They fought back with tenacity, burning their cities and disrupting their supply lines, striking fear into the hearts of the cold-blooded conquerors. And as the centuries rolled by, the Signarian frustration grew. Their advanced technology could not quell the human spirit. Their superior firepower could not break their will. The humans fought on, led by a charismatic leader named Orion Vance. He was a brilliant strategist, a master tactician who turned the humans' greatest weakness into their greatest strength. For while the Signari were individually powerful, the humans knew that in unity lay their strength, and so they formed alliances with other subjugated species, forging a coalition of the oppressed, all united in their common enemy, the Signari. As the war dragged on, the Signarians grew increasingly desperate. They unleashed their most potent weapon, biological toxins designed to annihilate the humans. But to their astonishment, these two were defied. The humans adapted, evolving immunities that rendered the toxins ineffective. In the face of this seemingly insurmountable challenge, the Signarian High Council convened an emergency meeting. They had to find a solution, a way to end this rebellion once and for all. And so they devised a plan so audacious, so ruthless that it would go down in infamy. They would unleash the ultimate weapon, a virus engineered to target the human genome specifically, a virus that would wipe out the human race. But before they could execute their evil design, Orion Vance struck. He launched a surprise attack on the Signarian homeworld, a bold move that caught the reptilian overlords off guard. As the dust settled, the humans had emerged victorious, their bravery and unity having triumphed over the Signarian tyranny. But their triumph was short-lived. For in the wake of their victory, a new threat emerged, a threat that would test the very foundations of the human spirit. The Signarian scientists, in a last-ditch effort to save their dying empire, had unleashed the virus. It spread like wildfire, ravaging human populations and leaving a trail of devastation in its path. Hope seemed to dwindle as the virus claimed more and more victims. But amidst this bleak landscape, a glimmer of hope appeared. A young scientist named Dr. Alara Bright came forward with a possible cure. But the road to developing the antidote was fraught with peril. The virus was relentless, constantly mutating, making it incredibly difficult to find a cure. Yet Alara refused to give up. She worked tirelessly, fueled by the memory of those lost and the hope of saving countless more. Finally, after months of grueling research, she succeeded. The cure was ready. But as they prepared to distribute it, a new challenge arose. The remaining humans were wary, hesitant to trust a solution that came from the very empire that had tried to destroy them. But with their numbers dwindling and the threat of extinction looming, they had little choice but to accept the cure. As the first doses were administered, the humans held their breath. Would it work? The answer came when a young girl who had been infected made a remarkable recovery. The virus was being neutralized and the human race was being saved. With the cure widely distributed, the worst of the outbreak began to subside. The humans had survived the Signarian virus, but the ordeal had taken a heavy toll. Their numbers were decimated and their world was in ruins. But from the ashes of this defeat, the humans would rise again, stronger and more determined than ever before. For they had learned a valuable lesson about the dangers of underestimating their resilience and the importance of cherishing every moment of existence. The humans rebuilt their world, emerging from the ordeal with a newfound appreciation for the fragility of life and the strength of the human spirit. The galactic core, once dominated by the Signari, was now open to exploration and colonization by the humans. They ventured forth, carrying with them the lessons of the past and the hope for a brighter future. As the humans spread throughout the galaxy, their influence and diversity grew. They encountered countless alien species, each with their own unique customs and traditions. Through diplomacy and trade, the humans formed alliances and forged new friendships. They shared their knowledge and resources, contributing to the advancement of galactic civilization as a whole. Yet even in this new era of exploration and discovery, the humans never forgot the atrocities committed by the Signarian Empire. They honored the memory of those who perished in the galactic core by establishing memorials and instilling the importance of tolerance and understanding in their children. The humans became known throughout the galaxy for their adaptability, their capacity for innovation, and their unwavering determination. They became the pioneers of the unknown, the explorers of the uncharted, forever seeking to expand the boundaries of human knowledge and experience. The humans carried with them the scars of the past, but they also carried with them the hope for a better future. They became a beacon of peace and understanding in a galaxy that had known so much conflict, a testament to the indomitable spirit that had enabled them to overcome unimaginable challenges and thrive among the stars. The humans may be small and squishy, but we are the most dangerous creature in the universe. We have the ability to adapt and overcome any obstacle. We have the creativity and ingenuity to create amazing things. And we have the courage and determination to fight for what we believe in. So never underestimate the power of humanity. Who knows what we may accomplish next? If you like this story, check out the author's page for more HFY stories. There are some real gems on there, and they are well worth a read.